Hello. I think we're live. I'm confused though. Let me double check. I don't know. Something's messed up. Let me check. Can't see the chat for some reason. Okay, it's working. For some reason, I can't see the chat, but it looks like we're working. Let me pull up the chat in a different window so that I can actually see it in real time. One moment. Why is my internet just taking a dump right now? Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll get rolling. Okay. I'm gonna make sure we're seeing chat in our stream. Don't appear to be. What the heck? Chat is just broken today. Give me a minute here. Sorry, everybody. Some technical difficulties. Let me try this one more time. I don't know what's working. Try this all again. Okay. I think it's working now. Let me double check one more time. Test again. Really? Huh. Well, something's messed up. All right, we're gonna go forego live chat today. I will just be checking it on actual YouTube. I don't know why my little thing isn't working, but oh well. So cool. I've got that open now. So, goal for today is we're gonna pop open the SEM. We're going to pull the Wehnelt out, and then we are going to clean it and set the distance properly. So that's the goal here. If I can't get our chat moved over so I can see it. Again, sorry the overlay is not working. I got no idea what's up today. We're gonna have to deal with it. So first thing I'm gonna do is open the SEM and pull out the unit, which I hate doing because sometimes it crashes the entire system. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. Oh shit, I need some tin foil so we can cover the opening. The start of a roll, so it's all taped down. 1 second. Ugh. I'm gonna take my gloves off to do this part. There's like some tape under here preventing it from unraveling. Very annoying. glue or something. I don't know. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna put my gloves back on really quick, get another one. BRB. Cool. Okay. So, as anybody that tuned in last time might know, this unit is kind of messed up and it's plumbed wrong. So way too much air goes in there when I press this button. I'm going to press this button and then hold the switch down. And we're going to hope that the system doesn't crash when I press the gun button this time. Hey, no crash. I am so happy about that. Keep this cap on until the air stops rushing in, which I can hear right now. Takes a minute. And I think it's done. Okay. So now I'm going to get my tin foil ready. We open this up, swap our foil in immediately. Keep air and dust out of there. Okay. Now I'm going to pull the Wehnelt out. Boom. So, here she is. So what we need to do is clean the interior surface here. So honestly, the first thing I'm going to do, get a little piece of foil so we can set this down somewhere while we're not working on it. I'm going to set it down here. I'm going to move you guys over here. This tripod around. All right, so I'm just going to rest this here. My first goal here, and I'm going to kind of use this as a work surface, even though it's really not. So I'm going to move these manuals and stuff. But I'm going to metal polish it, and then once we've done the metal polishing, we'll move on to an acetone bath and an ultrasonic cleaner to get everything really nice and clean. So I've got my metal polish here. I was planning on just using this lens cleaning tissue because I figure it's non-abrasive and also probably will not leave any dust behind. That's my hope. But yeah, so the first thing I'm going to do is just unscrew this. So this is the actual tip of the unit, and then that's the actual filament right there. Kind of see the autofocus on this camera is kind of shit, but that's what actually makes our electrons. So I'm going to take that and move it off to the side here because I don't need it until we're done. And then focus on this guy here. So what we really want to do is clean this inside piece, get all that oxidation out of there. That's the goal. So I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm just kind of winging it. I don't got anybody in the chat telling me not to. So I'm going to pull a piece of this tissue. I'm going to double check that I do have the right chat window open. Oh, yeah, okay. And continuing on, I suppose I can move this camera angle too. Keep things a little interesting. So moving on, I'm going to take the smallest possible amount I can squeeze out of this tube. Whoops. 1 second. Great. So I'm literally just going to take a kind of a edge of this, I think. Just get some, well, that was probably way too much. But there's polish on there now. Put this cap back on. Honestly, I do feel like that's probably too much, so I'm going to dab some away to a different area. Kind of bowl that up. Just focus on using this little section to start. So, I'm going to go ahead and just dab this down in there and see how that goes. Twist it a lot. All right, we definitely already got a lot of shit off of this. That's good. I'm going to hit it with the dry side. Just going to do this a few passes at a time. Just see like what it's looking like. There's definitely some, that's just probably still polish residue. Yeah. There's definitely some polish in the tip there. I need like a finer little ball of paper to get down in there. See if I can't like pill this up. Let's try that. All right, that at least went through now. So I can kind of twist it around. This is going to need a lot of cleaning, I'm sure. I'm just going to repeat this process a bunch of more times. I'm going to alternate between clean tissue and non-clean tissue. Now this is clean. I'm just going to try to get the residue out, make sure it's cleaning up nicely. Oh yeah, that's really shiny. The longer I rub it, the shinier it gets. That's good. Yeah, it's looking really good. This inner hole still needs a lot of work. So I'm gonna pull a chair up to make this a bit more comfortable for myself. We'll just keep going at it. Since this is our main camera, I'm gonna switch these around really quick. Oh, sorry. Okay, now we put this guy down in the corner. Beautiful. Okay. Round 2. So this time I'm gonna get a little more, I think there's still some polish in there, so I'm gonna steal another cloth, ball up the end here again. I'm just going to keep hitting that hole until I know there's no polish left in it. Perfect. Well, I definitely made some dust, but this is only the first step. I definitely think we have it cleaner in there now than it was. I'm going to run another round of polish on it. I think better safe than sorry. I hate opening this machine, so the less I have to do it, better. I'm going to attempt, if possible, to get even less polish on the cloth this time. I don't know. We're going to try. Try not to drop the cap challenge, level impossible. Okay, I literally just dabbed this on the inside now of the tube. I think that's going to do nicely for that hole. Try this again. There we go. Definitely got some polish in there. Yeah, look at all that gunk. Dirty as hell in there. Yeah, I think this still needs a couple more rounds of that same thing. I'm going to get a flashlight so I can actually see what's going on in there. Yeah, that could be cleaner still, for sure. That's looking pretty bad. All right, I'm just going to keep repeating this strategy, I guess. I don't really know what else to do. We'll hit it with an ultrasonic cleaner, which should hopefully get the rest of the shit out, but metal polish to start, I think, is still a good idea. Yeah, okay. I have an idea. I'm going to get a little more polish on one of these ends. I'm just going to hit that hole for a while because there's still a bunch of buildup in there. Ah! Jesus, this stuff squeezes out way too fast. Well, now I need to wipe my hands off. That's like way too much. Okay, never mind. I'm going to dispense that onto a fresh tissue in a moment. Yeah. That's a little better, a little more reasonable. Let's try that. My goal is literally just to get that little bit crammed into this tiny. There's this like inner diameter there that's way tinier, so that's what I'm trying to clean right now. If that's not clear, I'm kind of just shoving it with the polished bit, and just rotating a bunch. That's definitely doing something. Look at that. Yeah, there's still some polish down in there, damn. Oh, how's it going, Adam? Sorry, I haven't. My chat notifications aren't working today, so I'm liable to miss messages here. I'm just cleaning the good old Wehnelt right now. I never say that. I probably pronounced that wrong, but what are you gonna do? So metal polish right now, and then I'm gonna throw her in an ultrasonic with some acetone, and then I'm gonna hit it with some 100% ethanol after that. Is my plan. Hell yeah, good to see it. Glad to see it. But man, this hole sure was dirty. It's I kind of understand why we're getting such a bad beam now. Start with Windex. Oh, okay, good idea. We got Windex. This is why I love this community. I always overcomplicate shit, but then you can either just use Windex or go buy a hose piece and fix your stuff from the hardware store. Okay, that's looking a lot better actually. I'm gonna probably do one more round of polishing and cleaning, and then we'll move on to the Windex after I inspect with a flashlight. Were there flakes? No, there were no flakes, luckily. It was just, I can kind of show you. I just had some black residue. There was definitely some, like, deposition on there, but there wasn't any... It wasn't anything nasty. It looked pretty standard. I actually have a spare unit right here. It looked a lot like this. And when I wiped it off, it looked very similar. So that's looking way cleaner now. Like, let me just compare it. Yeah. How does the anode look? That's a great question. Let's take a look. I have not inspected that yet. Hopefully this camera can reach all the way over there. Try our best. Okay, that's good. All right, let's take a look together. What do you think? Oh shit, my camera went out. That's no good. That doesn't help us. 1 second. I think I pulled the cable too hard. No, this camera literally just overheated. Amazing timing. Okay. We're gonna go down to one camera for a bit, I guess. 1 moment. Okay. What to do? Here, I'm gonna take a picture of it with my phone real quick because that feels easier. And then I will show you that picture. All right, let's take a look. Ooh, man, it looks pretty dirty in there. Actually, I haven't looked in there yet, but here, I'm gonna try to figure out the best way to get this picture onto the stream. 1 second. Here's the anode chamber. Visibly just does not look great. Looks like there's a lot of shit in the anode. Looks okay. It looks maybe a little dirty. Not good, but okay, I guess is what I would call that. I'll post this picture in the Discord right now so you can take a better look. I think Martin wanted to see the beam blanker connection anyways, which appears to literally just be a wire sitting in there. All right, I just dumped those photos in the Discord. Do I have the column liner tube tool? I don't think so, my guy. I'm not sure. What does that tool look like? Oh yeah, okay. I see what you're talking about. But yeah, I don't know that I have the yeah, it really is a unique blanker, isn't it? I don't know that I have the tool for that. It looks pretty corroded in there, does it not? Like, it looks like it's seen tube with threads on the end. I'm gonna have to dig through my storage boxes. If we pull the anode, it's not gonna be today. I'm highly suspicious that there's a piece of dust in the column too, which would mean we're gonna have to pull all of that. So ID threads. I will be taking a look around for that. If you have one you can send me a picture of so I know what I'm looking for, that would be so sick. I've seen it in the manual, or like, it's not that, I've seen this tool in the manual that's like a polar tool for the anode. Is that what you're talking about, or is it a different tool? I'm assuming different. Different tool, yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. I will have to look around. I really don't know. Actually, wait. It's ringing a bell. No, all my spare bigger metal parts are down in the other room, so I'll have to look later. So we'll figure out what's going on with that a bit later. Curious, why are you asking about do you think we should pull the liner? It is quite dirty. I need the anode puller to clean that, don't I? Okay. Or can I pull it just manually? I know they're like pretty easy to damage, right? You don't want to mess up the actual metal at all. Or I could be wrong. Shit, I gotta switch. We're gonna go dark for a second. Whoa. Because I gotta switch cameras. My longer cable, since my other camera died. Ugh. Okay, that's good to know that I can just yank it out of there. I think I should do. That might be like a next week live stream kind of situation, where I do that. Pull it straight up. Okay, cool. I'm sorry you're scared of the dark. We're fixing it. We're getting there. Okay, maybe? Yay. Yay, we have a camera back. Okay. All right, so the anode, I'm assuming, would need cleaned in pretty much the exact same way. Am I correct about that? I would probably want to polish it and then Windex it, acetone, ethanol, or nah? Is there a different procedure for the anode? Okay, sweet. All right, well, that will be a next week's stream then, as I have limited time today. And I just got my second camera back, so I'm going to fix that really quick. Sick. Okay, sorry about the camera hiccups and the chat hiccups. What a disastrous live stream it's been today. I'm going to continue to clean this for a moment now. I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 more little cleaning cycles here. And then we'll find the Windex. We'll get her Windexed. Pop her in the ultrasonic bath. Be good as new. Except for the horribly, fantastically dirty anode. Even like the chamber. Okay, that's good to know. Did you see like all that like grit looking stuff inside the chamber? Are you concerned about that at all? Like it looks kind of bad in there. Am I wrong about that? Or not the chamber, but the gun, or the gun chamber. I don't know what you call it. Meh. Okay. We'll take meh. I mean, take it over bad. All right, I'm going to do one more polishing run on this thing. This polish is so interesting. It's been rebranded like, Jesus, 3 times. It was originally from, I think, Unipol, and then Ted Pella put their sticker on it, and Electron Microscopy Services, or Sciences, put their sticker over that. Pretty fun. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I really do need to do a full column cleaning. I don't want to, but I know I need to. Adam, can I just fly you out here and have you do it? There's a lot of fun stickers on there. All right, that's looking like, I think we're clean. I think we're really getting there. Like that was black before in there, now it's very silvery. Maybe we'll talk about that at some point. You had mentioned doing a dual live stream together at some point too. I think that would be fun. We should talk about that. Oh hell yeah, SEM Discord meetup. That would be pretty fun. I feel so stranded in the Midwest here. There's like 2 people in the Discord that are within a couple hundred miles of me. All you West Coast guys are so spoiled. I feel like if we're going to do a SEM Discord meetup, we got to go to Germany, you know? Go all out. Meet Spirit out there. West Coast is so good. All right, I'm just getting a bunch of little residue from the polish out now. And once I'm done with that, we will go find the Windex. I'm not going to take you guys on that journey because it's likely to be fairly boring. Bree honestly could probably tell me where the Windex is. Oh, Peter's lab? Yeah, that would be sick. I forgot he was in the Netherlands. Okay, I'm liking that quite a lot. I mean, you couldn't really see the internal reflection on that inner part right there before, and now you can see it quite well. Here's a dirty one for comparison. So I think this is looking really good. I mean, definitely better than it was. So I'm gonna go find our Windex really quick. Oh yeah, the black cabinet, sweet. All right, be right back. This black cabinet. Hey, there it is. Thank you, Bree. Okay. I need to go get some paper towels, so I will actually be right back now. You guys can still hear me, but I cannot see, or I couldn't hear you. I'm not going to clean this with paper towels. I'm just going to set them down under it to, and I have some drips, you know, preventing that. Yeah, no, it'd be sick if we could get into some labs. I think one of the so true. One of the members of the Discord I know has a SEM lab in Chicago. I think that's the closest one to me. That is a member of the Discord, I should say. Okay. I'm gonna move all this stuff over here. And then I'm just gonna, yeah, blast her with some Windex, I guess. Feels wrong, but there we go. A lot of Windex in there. I'm gonna use some more cleaning tissue to wipe that back out once my hands are dry enough to grab said tissue. Okay. Interesting. That's good to know. You never think about that stuff when you buy products normally. I'm not sure that this cleaning tissue has very absorbent properties, but this is about to go into another liquid bath, so I'm also not incredibly worried about getting all of the Windex off of this, because it's going to be washed again. I try to get this hole swabbed out. I need that to be thinner. Get the threads. Ooh. Yeah, good call. Yeah, there's definitely shit in the threads. I think it's mostly pieces of cloth from me 5 minutes ago, but damn, there's one really stuck in there. Maybe that's soap. Oh, it is just soap. Okay. I'm silly. Yeah, let's get those threads real good. No, they're not actually that dirty. Pretty clean. I lied. They're a little dirty. Ah, the ammonia. Okay. All right, that is definitely a piece of cloth. If I can, I need to get my compressed air real quick. Somebody stole my compressed air. Never mind. Got it out with my finger. There we go. Okay. It's looking pretty good to me. We feeling like it's acetone ready now? I pretty much do. I'm gonna give it one final wipe down. Honestly, should probably fucking change gloves. I'm gonna do that real quick because these have a lot of polish on them. Oh, glove ripped immediately. What the hell? Try again. There we go. All right, one final little wipe. Clean gloves, clean cloth, clean unit here. That's looking pretty swanky. I was going to use canned air, but I don't have, I don't know where it went. So I gotta find it. Unless that's a bad idea. I'm gonna double check one other place. BRB. Yeah, somebody totally stole my canned air. Spray at it really hard. Hey, that's pretty smart. What is air but just a very thin fluid? Okay, that has been sprayed really hard. And now I probably got to change gloves again and clean all this other mess up I just made, but worry about that later. You can tell I'm a little low on work surfaces here because I'm working on top of my supercritical dryer, but what are you gonna? It needs some love, it needs some attention. It's fine. Okay, I mean that's pretty good. Should I just dunk it straight into acetone from there, or try to dry it off again? I'm gonna change my gloves again while I probably don't need to change my gloves again, but we got 1,000 of them. Might as well. Okay, that is good to know. I have used canned air on this before, but I won't ever do it again. So I guess it's a good thing somebody stole it. The third glove change hits extra hard. It's my hands are sweaty. This is not easy. Okay. Is there just a bunch of Oh, I see. I was just about to ask why. Okay, cool. All right, so I guess now I'm just gonna dump this straight into the bath. Let's I'll bring you over here. I'll put you in the fume hood so you can see what's going on. Give me a second. Okay, is that a good view? It's okay, let me move this. Okay, so our goal here, what I'm planning on doing, is I have this little tiny beaker, and I'm gonna put the acetone in the beaker, and then this is just water, because I didn't want to cause a fire. So that's water, and I'm hoping that the vibrations will just transmit through the water into this tiny beaker. If this is a dumb idea, let me know. But that's my goal. That's my plan. I got nice 100% EM grade. Well, that's way too close. EM grade acetone right here. Don't let it dry before you put it in acetone. Oh, rinse it with DI. Okay, okay. Good to know. Thank you. I do have DI water. Let me go get it. Okay. So I'm going to prepare some things as to not let it dry. So let me get my ethanol out. Another beaker. All right, sweet. This is also EM grade ethanol. Using the fancy shit today. Where did I? Okay, that's my beaker. Okay. I'm gonna get the ethanol wash ready just right now. That should be enough. I'm gonna move this spare unit out of here so I don't accidentally clean that. Get the acetone in this container. Ethanol's on the left. I'm gonna put ethanol up here. Don't forget that. I'll lower this now. Adjust some things ever so slightly. Yeah, that's my goal here. So I'm gonna take this, put this in here, and pour until, yeah, it's kind of difficult. I'm gonna have to just incrementally eyeball it. Okay, I need to get to there. All right, that's easy enough. Okay, it's a full ass beaker of acetone. Great. Cool, that's all ready to go. So I'm gonna leave this here. I'm going to, I'm gonna kind of move this so you can see a little bit, but I'm just gonna then, okay, thank you for the info. I will wet it with Windex once more. It's a little wet still, but won't hurt. Okay, so now it's really wet with Windex. Okay, now I'm going to rinse it with the DI water. Okay, it's almost rinsed. Seeing less and less suds. All right, it's been rinsed with DI water now pretty well. Yeah, we got a fire extinguisher right beside. Okay, I'm gonna pop this into the acetone now. Great. Pop that into the bath, and then I'm gonna turn on the cleaner. Oh yeah, that's working. I'm gonna switch gloves while that's cleaning. That's a good idea. I'll cover it with foil real quick. I'll cover the inner beaker first. All right, that should be good enough to at least keep most of the fumes down. And just for fun, throw this over the top of this. And I'm leaving the heat off. I'm assuming that's what I want to do. No heat. So I'm assuming the correct thing here. But let me know if I should heat her. And then this is just going to run for 5 minutes. Do you think 5 minutes is too much? Do you think that's fine? And so, just to confirm procedure after this, I'm just going to pull it out and plop it straight into the ethanol. And then I can let the ethanol evaporate off of it. Am I clear on that? Yeah, I do have my fire extinguisher right here. I'm going to get it even readier. Boom. Look at that. We couldn't be any more ready. Well, it's probably too close. It's right here. Couldn't be any more ready to extinguish this potential fire. Believe you me. Oh, shit. Probably should put the cap back on the acetone, too. That's probably pretty important. I'm going to put the acetone back in my flammables cabinet. Along with the ethanol. All right. What'd I do wrong? What do you mean? Oh, don't cover with foil now? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Thank you. Ah, I see. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you. Okay, we got it. We got it. We avoided a hazard. So, just since we don't have live chat replay, Adam mentioned having foil on hand in case it catches fire, and I misinterpreted that as I should put foil on now. Bad idea, so we took the foil off, and now we're safe again, and I have much foil over here in case it does once again catch fire. Sorry about that. That was very unsafe. My bad. Learn from my mistake, at least. So do we think 5 minutes is, it's fine. You know, disasters are a way of, never mind. It's looking very ultrasonic in there, I mean. Oh, you're all good? You're fine, man. The heat is off, so I at least knew not to do that. That was honestly me just misreading you, so that was on me. Cool. Well, we're almost done with our 5 minutes, so then I'll plop it straight into the acetone. I have some forceps here I can grab it with. Or not into the acetone, into the ethanol. Okay, that's done. Let's take it, pull this out, move our bath to the side here so we have some more room for the camera. So here's our unit in the acetone, and here's our ethanol on the right. I'm just gonna reach down in here and grab her. Straight into the ethanol. Beautiful. And I'm assuming just kind of swish and rinse that for a minute, and then I should be able to evaporate her. 10 in ethanol? All right. See ya, Bree. Yeah, I'll try not to blow the lab up. Cool. Well, we're going to chill and let that sit for 10 minutes then. And I'm going to, now that I have a second to breathe, the tip facing up. No, I have it facing down. Should I flip her over? It's kind of it's not exactly on the tip. It's just kind of it's leaning sideways, I guess is how I would put it. You don't want the tip rubbing on glass. Okay. I've definitely made that mistake for the last 10 minutes, but, you know, it's okay. I got a second one of these if we fuck up too bad. There we go. Tip is facing up now. We're learning lessons today. Okay, take a little glove break here. Gone through like 10 pairs of gloves today. And I'm gonna look at these photos of the anode that I sent now that I have a chance to actually look at them. Yeah, that is really dirty, huh? It looks pretty bad. Yeah, so true. I feel like I go through so many gloves and so many of these dust-free tissues every time. These are for our Nikon scope, but I steal them because they work so well. Yeah, these look really bad. I see lots of deposition around the anode itself. But then yeah, the anode's got a bunch of that black buildup on it. I'm interested. We'll do an anode cleaning stream. That'll be next. Okay. Will do. Wipe gloves down with ethanol and lint free. Okay. Okay. Easy enough. Think about this. Oh, I can. Oh, never even thought about that. Sure. What? Why not? Okay. So we'll set her up for 10 minutes in the ultrasonic. Why not? Sweet. Okay. To figure out what to do with this acetone. Probably put it in my waste container a little later. Just move that back there for now. Sorry, you can probably hear the ultrasonic cleaner there. I have a noise gate on this, but that is much noisier. Okay, so then when I get this out, all I need to do, gloves, clean the gloves, screw it all back together, put it all back in. Then we'll check our emission pattern, and that'll probably be the amount of time I have today. But next time, we will clean the anode. It'll be so fun. Man, I don't know how I'm gonna kill 10 minutes. I would show you my cool lighting setup, but one of my buck converters died, so I have to rebuild it. After you pull out of ethanol, rinse with clean ethanol. Okay. So pull it out of the ethanol, rinse it with clean ethanol while I'm wearing gloves that are clean, and then let that ethanol evaporate away, I'm assuming, and then I can screw it all back together. I don't have any 100% ethanol in a squirt bottle. Should I do that real quick? Probably would be a good idea. Let me see what I got. Yeah, there's a little, this is just our regular lab ethanol in this jar. And I think I'm just going to go rinse this out and throw some 100% in there. Am I supposed to rinse this out? Wish Bree was still here. That'll be fine. It'll be fine, I think. So I'm going to go rinse this out. What do you have to blow stuff off with? Nothing. I got my lips and my air from my lungs. I did have a bottle of canned air, but I lost it, and also I can't use that. So nothing. All right. We'll do it. We'll try it. It's going to be better than it was. I'll tell you that. If we have to redo it when we clean the anode, that's whatever at this point. But cool. I'm going to go rinse this out. I'll be right back. I wish I had some. What's your I will wait for the pending Battery power. No, I don't. I wish I did. I'm going to go order one on Amazon right after this stream. Shoot. Yeah, I wish I had my camera bag here, because I think I have the little squeezy blowy guy in there. Yeah, I have one of those in my camera bag, which is at home. Nitrogen tank. We're working on that. I'm going to get nitrogen in here soon. I just haven't had the time or energy for that yet. But right now, I don't have any of those nice options, so let me think about this. I'm going to go look around. We're going to take a little, you guys can enjoy the sights and sound of ultrasonic cleaning. I'll be back. Oh, hey, how's it going, Monochroma? I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to go look around for a little blower. And I'm going to look around for, well, I don't want to wash this out. So, BRB. See you guys in like 5 minutes. I gotta do that. Okay, BRB. Realizing as I left that yeah, really can't get it. I probably shouldn't leave the ultrasonic just running while I go to another room, since I'm running solvents. It's a realization I had when I was about 40 feet from the machine. Put my mic back on. What's up? Okay, so I got this filled with 100% ethanol, ready to rinse. We got 2 minutes left on the bath. I haven't found canned air yet. I'm kind of gonna wait till this is done to go take a look, because I don't want to leave it running with flammable shit in it while I'm out of the room. We got 2 minutes left. How's everybody doing today? Nice to have such a good turnout. What's up, Peter? How's your steam engine doing? Oh, that makes sense. Damn. So sad. Cute. So true. Now I'm just picturing steam engines all wrapped up in little coats and mittens. All right, we got 1 minute left on this bath. Once the bath's done, I'm going to go take a look around for any way to blow air. I don't think I have one, but I'm going to look, and then we'll switch it to the other ethanol. We'll rinse it with the other ethanol, and then we'll be ready to reassemble, hopefully. Yeah, geez. I have a little fan. I have like a handheld fan that in the other room. I think that might be the best thing I have. So I'll go get that. We'll try it out. That'd be cool. Oh, you run a museum? That's cool. I guess that makes sense if you have multiple steam engines. All right, this is going to be done in like 5 seconds. I'm going to go get that little... oh, you don't run it? Nice. What do you do there? Just work on the engines? You like a volunteer? That's so fair. That's so fair. That was totally me imagining that, by the way. I don't think you ever told me you ran it or anything. Sweet. That's awesome. That sounds pretty fun. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get that little handheld fan, and then we'll resume. I'm gonna keep my mic on me, so you guys will probably be able to hear me for at least another minute as I walk across this impossibly large building. Oh. Hope it's warm where you guys are. It's about 15, 20 degrees here today. That's Fahrenheit too. I found the fan. It's not going to do anything. I'll show you guys on. It puts out almost no air, so we're just going to have to rinse it and hope it evaporates well. Hey, that's the best. Getting to feel like you own it, but no liability. That's the real dream. That's good. I have a little fan. It's very tiny. It's pretty goofy, but it's the best thing I have that moves air right now. So that's what we're gonna have to go with. Okay, I'm gonna put on gloves and clean them up, and then we'll do this next step. Before I put my gloves on, I'm gonna make the preparations here. Ah! Move some stuff around. All right, so there we go. Okay. All right. Get a couple pieces of this to wipe the gloves off with. Interesting. Sodium hydroxide. I would not have guessed that. Yes, I did enable low latency, so I hope that it's helping. um, Interesting. So just since we don't have chat replay, for anybody rewatching the stream, Peter said he was looking back at the footage from cleaning his ISI gun, and he threw every solvent at it and stayed tobacco yellow until he used sodium hydroxide, concentrated sodium hydroxide, and cleaned them right up. That's pretty cool. Good information. Okay, I'm gonna wash my gloves off now really quick. So, get my fingies real cleaned up. Yeah, it's pretty nice. There's an ultra low latency mode too, which I think I used for my first stream, but it didn't seem. I don't know the difference between low latency and ultra low latency. Oh, there should be a chat replay. I didn't turn it off. That'd be really sad. Oh, well, okay. The chat. This is just for somebody's watching it on their TV. I've had people say, "I watch this on my TV." There's no chat replay on there, so. All right, gloves are clean. So I'm gonna pull this thing out now. After I forgot to clean the fingertips with this. 1 second. Actually, I'm gonna get really quickly grab a piece of foil to set this on too. But yeah, last time I streamed, I had a nice like overlay that's supposed to show the chats on screen, and it's enabled right now, but it's not working for some reason. Okay, so that's out. Let me grab this little fan and get her all blown off here. Wipe foils down. Oh shit. I didn't well, this is oil-free foil. I don't know if that makes a difference, but I did buy lab-grade foil. So I hope that's okay, because I definitely forgot to wipe it down. But this is ultra-clean foil. That's what it says on the box. So hopefully this foil is not oily. That's feeling pretty dry. Cool. All right. That's dry. Let's reassemble her. Oh my goodness. This would stay in place. All right, and I need to get the distance right this time too, because I kind of did not get a good distance last time, I don't think. Okay. Move this out of the way. I'm going to pull it out and kind of visually. So I'm at a 45-degree angle looking at this kind of at that angle, and I can just see the tip. I think I had it a little closer last time, and somebody said I should raise it up. That's feeling pretty good. That's always tricky. I think this is okay. It's a little lower than it was before, that's for sure. Oh, start with it flush. Okay. All right, we'll get her flush. All right, we are, and it's actually so shiny now, it's harder to tell. We are flush now. Turn it back. Okay, I see, I see. All right, give me one moment to make sure we're flush. Okay, that's flush. So we'll do, let me count this. I'm gonna start with a 1/2 turn. I'm gonna do 1 full turn back from flush. Yeah. That looks pretty good. We're gonna try 1 full turn. Oh, you said a 1/2 turn? All right, I'll go back to a 1/2 turn. Why not? We'll try it. It's not like this is hard to change. Yeah, we need to align it. I forgot about that. Okay, 1 minute. Allow me just a moment. Okay. I'm gonna move you guys over to the other half of the lab here so we can align this really quick. Okay. Make sure all my cables are up off the ground. Yikes. Plug our card in here. Okay, I don't know what was wrong or how long the audio has been out, but I restarted my mic and it's good now. Sorry about that. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been aligning this. I've basically just been chatting to myself anyways while I align this. I think this is looking pretty good. Okay, that's weird. When I unplugged the card, it must have changed the power settings or something. Good to know. But I think this is looking better. I feel like it's within like 100 micrometers of center now. But it's kind of hard to say. What do we think? What do we think, Chet? Oh, and since nobody could hear me, I said thank you. This is thanks for the saying this is a cool lab. It is. I like this lab a lot. It's our biomaker space here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. If anybody's in Indiana, wants to come hang out, work on some cool biology projects, you're welcome to drop us a line. Trying to democratize access to all this stuff, so always an option. Now I'm seeing like some residue here that I'm questioning. You see this? Like, it doesn't really rub off, but I'm not too sure about it. I don't know if I should hit it with more cleaning still, but the inside looks fine. It doesn't seem to smudge one way or the other. I don't know. But the alignment, I think that looks pretty good. If anything, it could maybe go like to the top right, just ever so slightly more. I might try it. I might mess with it. Let's see. So, could be ethanol. Okay, that's good to know. I'm guessing it probably is ethanol. All right, let's hope I didn't just make this way worse. Let's check her again. Ah, that's definitely worse. Too far up and to the right. One more try here. Okay, I will do that in just one moment. All right, let's check her out again. Yeah, it's definitely, it needs to come up a little bit this way. Let me adjust it one more time. Right on, man. Hey, I appreciate any input. You are a godsend. Hey, so true. Like, why aren't I just using a mechanical pencil for this? Yeah, I think I'm more of a fan of this. I think that's, I'm going to call that 100% better than it was this morning. So I'm about to just slap this shit back together and see what our emission pattern looks like. My system isn't crashing when I open the gun. I figured out it was happening because if the air pressure was like low enough that it was just about to start like refilling, it would, like, and I pressed the gun button, too many solenoids would open all at once and the air pressure would drop below threshold and the system would crash. But if I drain the air compressor a little bit so that it's actively filling when I press the gun button, we don't have a problem. But that does indicate to me that I need to probably fix that air compressor or get a new one. But it's just so cute. It's the cute old Joel one, and I like it. I don't want to get rid of it. I'm going to move this cart back over to the other side of the room so we can see this stuff go back together. If I lose audio again, I will look out for that. I'll fix it this time. Okay, we're unplugged. from the wall. You can still hear me, so that's a good sign. Yeah. Let's cart this thing back on over. Ah! Okay. Plug her back in. Alrighty, let me get the cameras set up here. Great. Okay. Hi, Napoleon. I don't know. I will look in a little bit. Okay. BRB, I'm going to grab the unit here. We're snapping her back in. So just to give you our unseasoned viewers a look at what that looks like, this is our electron gun back in place. And now I'm going to remove this foil, shut the cap, pump this back down to vacuum, and we should be good to check our beam. Oh, that's a good idea. I never thought about that. I had never even thought about the EMI spikes with solenoids, but it's great to know. All right, shut this thing back up. I want to make sure this O-ring is properly seated because sometimes it slips. Yeah. Then we just close her. Okay. And I'll press our gun button. And she's sealed back up. Beautiful. Okay, while that pumps down, I'm going to reset the stream up so we can check emission pattern. And I'm going to clean up the lab a little bit. Damn, that's crazy. Several volts of EMI on a scope probe in the air near a solenoid. Wow. Yeah, this is the foil brand we're using. We have a ultra clean Supremium. It's not premium and it's not supreme. It's Supremium aluminum foil. You can't tell me that's not a good foil. I'll move this ethanol bottle to my own stuff since it's 100% now. All right, we'll save the rest of the lab cleanup for after the stream. Should be good enough for now. Cool, let me think about this. We're probably going to be 5 or 10 minutes before the chamber's back to pressure. So yeah, let me just start moving things around and getting cameras set up right. After we check EMP, I'm going to have to go for the day. I don't have as much time today, but it's good to at least get this done. It's been on my list for way too long. Holiday season's just so crazy. A lot of stuff going on. I haven't even used my fancy pointer today. Oh, whoa. That seems really expensive. I think we got an entire box of rolls for 50 bucks. Maybe it's not the same quality, but like, let me show you. 50 bucks on Amazon. They'll ship you this huge box of rolls for 50 bucks. It wasn't even Supremium. Yeah, what the hell, dude? You got ripped off. All right, let's get this camera set up. I think we'll go with right here. Yeah, we can see both screens that way, at least well enough. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. It's a good question. I know that stuff's supposed to be oil and contaminant free, which is why I bought it. All right, I guess I'll wait to turn the computer on until it's actually ready. Keep cleaning some things up. Oh shit, I forgot I turned the Hey, that's a good idea. Try testing it in the SEM. I'll have to give that a shot. I just realized I had an audio filter on here originally to drown the pumps out, but when I was messing with trying to fix it, I turned it off. So I'll turn that back on so you guys don't have to hear this constant whine. All right. I think that did the trick. Beautiful. I'm even gonna reduce some things here, cut it out even more. Cool. Yeah, no, that's I don't wanna subject you guys to that. Yeah, pump ASMR. It's funny. Still waiting on my V7 light, but very soon we'll be checking the pattern on this. Any moment now. I might as well just turn the computer on now, I guess. Let her warm up. Not that it really needs to. Okay. I figure out a good place to put myself. Okay. Change some settings around while we're waiting. What voltage should we check this at? And I should be checking this with the aperture at 0, right? From what I remember last time, I think the aperture is supposed to be at 0 at first. So I'm going to do that. There's no beam yet, so tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, aperture's out, or it's at 0, so. Did you check for dust on the O-ring? I wiped it with my fingers. I should have probably done that better. It didn't look very dusty. It looks pretty clean. I had to rebuild the whole top part of the gun, so the whole top section of that got really well cleaned like 6 months ago. Probably not cleaned to the standard I would clean it today because I knew a lot less then. But it seems to be okay. Okay, aperture 0. I'm gonna guess like, do we want to start at 20 kV or do we want to go down to like 10 or something? Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So ramp the voltage up to like 20 then. Would you go even higher than 20? And just since we don't have chat replay, Adam is saying usually right after he changes or touches the filament, he ramps the voltage up. Said aperture 0 is nice because it's easier to find the beam. So probably fine. Okay, we'll start with 20. We're waiting for our chamber to get back anyways, so gonna be a second. I feel like one could become a Zen master waiting on these things to pump down. I suppose I can put the scope into EMP mode right now too. Or should I wait until I find saturation to do that? I'll just wait till I find saturation. Start at 5. Okay. Okay, I'm relying on you for this one. 5. I mean, I know what it's supposed to look like, so at least I'm pretty sure I know what it's supposed to look like. So hopefully it should be pretty clear whether this actually did anything pretty soon. Just waiting on that damn light to come on. Oh wait, 20 is fine. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Monochroma said, I'm glad you got it working. I was thinking really hard about trading you your HV tank for my only spare, and we thought the tank was bad. Yeah, the tank wasn't bad. It was just the cable. The cable was bad. I think what had happened was somehow the HV oil had just like corroded that rubber so much that it wouldn't like plug all the way down in. Like I literally think if I move this machine again, I'm just going to keep that cable plugged in and put the HV tank on the same pallet as the scope body because I don't want to unplug that cable ever again. That's my goal. Okay, we're allowed to turn on the filament now. We're at full vacuum, so we'll start at Adam said 5 is fine, or 10, 20 is fine. So we're just gonna start at 10 because that's in between those. And I'm just gonna find saturation real quick, and then we'll switch to EMP mode. Okie dokie. Voltage on. Start ramping her up. Yeah, actually what's on there right now is the spare gun cap because I had 2 guns for some reason. All right, sorry, I got distracted here. It's always so. I feel like sometimes finding that false peak is so weird. I've definitely gotten better at it, but yeah, that was it. Okay, I think that's close to saturation. Maybe that is the false peak. Our current still looks okay. I'm beginning to think I'm overdriving that. Let me take this back down. Yeah, okay. I definitely oversaturated. What are you gonna do? I believe our true saturation to be somewhere in there. I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. Let's just see what we got. Might zoom to an area of the stage that's got like not just pure black to find saturation. Okay, that's at least some brightness. Go back to line. Try this again. Take it off of the hinge, yeah. Yes, I did do that during the rebuild. This entire cap is from a separate 6400. The old one's in my storage room. Okay, let me get back to finding saturation really quickly. I think that's it. Why does that feel so... Oh, I was like, why is it so bad? I forgot the aperture's at 0 right now. Okay, let me go to a flat metal area. And we will pop emission pattern on real quick. All right, I guess I'll slow scan. Huh. Getting nothing right now. Oh, I guess I am getting something, but it's way off to the side. Interesting. It's like here instead of where it's supposed to be. Let me try changing probe current. Doesn't change it. That's really weird. Do I need to move the stage maybe? Try moving it. Oh, that's a good idea. I actually should check the alignment really quick. I'm gonna throw it back to regular mode here. Ah, too bright. All right, let's try that. All right. Yeah, that was... Wait a second. Something's wrong now. Because I'm topping out at the end of my range. Like, I can't go... Oh, I guess I'm not showing you what's happening. I can't go any farther than that. It's like it was like here, but now when I tilt over to... So I'm tilting all the way to the right now. Y is like 128. And I can't... It looks like the beam is misaligned or something, but it wasn't doing that before. Kind of confused. I wonder if the shift could be affecting that too. I don't know. So that's like a little weird. Let me try the other range. No, that's definitely not helping. Yeah, it seems like I have to have both of these values are completely to the right. But you can't see the lights. But they're pinned at their max values. We were not having this issue before. I was able to get it at max brightness before, but it seems like something is up now. Try gun, shift, and tilt. All right, let's try the tilt. Or the shift, I mean. Whoa, holy damn. All right, 1 second. Okay, I see perhaps that was the issue now. But tilt is definitely still like, I guess that's better now. All right, That's better. I don't know, man. Let me let's check emission pattern again. It's definitely a brighter image. Okay. Oh, I can do it while. Okay, that's good to know. Still getting nothing on EMP. That's weird. Let's try slow scan. Okay. It's definitely more centered. It looks very strange still. Let me try shifting the gun a little. Okay, so the shift just seems to be, or the tilt seems to be changing the brightness, but that's it. I don't know, man. Yeah. It's weird because we just did the filament alignment and I felt like it looked really good. Yeah, let me try realigning. This fast mode for some reason is not really giving me. Let me actually try. Like fast mode is not giving me the same kind of pattern that it did before. I can only see that in slow mode. I'm not really sure what's up. But I'm gonna go back to SEM mode. I'm gonna just mess with the beam a little bit more. Okay, they're not at their maximums anymore. I think maybe the shift and tilt were just playing weirdly with each other. Okay, cool. We're able to get that maximized now without any weirdness. So I don't know what was up before. I was doing something wrong, perhaps. Let's check EMP again. Go to this area here. It's fairly consistent. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Yeah, it looks, I can't tell. Maybe better, but still weird. It's supposed to be like an oval, right? Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I also didn't think cleaning it was going to fix it. I know we have got dust in the column, I'm pretty sure. We got to clean the anode. This thing needs a lot of love. It's going to be probably my next month of work getting this back to a state where it's actually taking really good images. And I really need it there because I have some cactus studies I need to get done. But we'll get there. Okay, let's try to resaturate. I like that idea. Let me pull her back out of MP mode. Ah, shit. You want to blow up the photo multiplier tube. All right. Fast mode, please. Make sure I got some surface features here. Line mode. All right, let's resaturate. Maybe we're oversaturated now. Cannot tell. 1 second. Nope. Okay, that's saturation. There we go. If I can freaking find it. This knob is so sensitive, I swear. Beautiful. Okay. Now we are actually fully saturated, I do believe. The image is definitely much brighter. Okay. Let's check it again. Hello? Beam, are you there? Okay. We don't have a beam here anymore. Is my contrast high enough? Oh no, the contrast is probably way too low. There we go. Wait, that might look better. Let's wait for another scan. Wait, what were your nose to? I'm sorry. Was that to the saturation? Am I undersaturated still? Yeah, it does look better. It doesn't look perfect. Oh, cacti. So I'm working with a friend who's partnered with this guy named Wolfgang Blum, who's a really cool cactus researcher. I think he's from Germany. But he's redefining the Echinocerius complex. So basically, there's a bunch of cactuses that are all listed as the same species out west. And he thinks that they probably are all different species. And I think they're doing DNA work on it. But we're imaging the spines under the SEM because there's microstructures on the spines that he thinks differentiate, like our good species differentiators. So we're going to image all of the spines. I've already imaged some of them with our kind of shitty settings, but image all those spines, and then we'll be golden. We'll send that packet off to him, and he can hopefully say X spine means this cactus. So make IDing these a little bit easier without doing a full sequence. Yeah, for sure. I have some up already on my site. I'll paste the link in my Discord after this stream. Okay, going back to, I missed your 2 no's in a row, Adam, so I don't know what those were in response to, but try going just 1 scan speed faster. All right. It looks to be giving the same pattern. Wait, did I freeze this over here? 1 second. Yeah, I think this got frozen somehow. How did I do that? 1 second. Let me just switch modes again. What the heck? Oh, maybe if I unpress the freeze button, that would help. Dude, I swear. How is this stuck in... Somebody help me! Why is this stuck in freeze? Like, honestly, I think the emission pattern looks pretty good over here. I just can't see the... It's not updating this monitor anymore. Forget what I did to do this. Oh, you know what? I think it's just that slow mode. That slow mode, for some reason, isn't... I don't know if my scope's messed up, but this faster scan doesn't actually rasterize on this monitor. Or not, rasterize isn't the right word, but you know what I mean. But you can kind of see, it looks very... Does that be looking kind of circular to anybody else? Here, let me crank the brightness a little so we can see it in the afterglow. I think it looks better. I might be tripping, but... Try turning down filament slowly. Okay. Okay, so we'll try turning down the current slowly and seeing what that does to the pattern. Should I just leave it in this mode and kind of just watch with my eyes? I guess I'll do that. All right, I'm gonna just bump her down ever so slightly. ever so slightly. Okay, that's like, now that it's down, it's like a U shape. See that? Before, when it was at saturation, it was a good circle. But now it's kind of losing its shape a bit. I'll keep going down. And yeah, now we have a very, it's almost like that. Whoa, that's cool. I guess I never thought about that. So Adam said in chat that we're imaging the filament. That makes a lot of sense. So we're actually seeing the curve of the filament there. That's freaking crazy. Okay, cool. That's really neat. Well, that's a good sign then, I would assume, right? So, oh, that's the, dude, so much just clicked in my brain right now. So that's what causes the false peak, is that you're basically projecting an image of the filament onto the stage, and then once you hit saturation, it actually turns into a beam. Wow, I understand. I think. Okay, so should I just try imaging, going back up to saturation until we have a nice circle, and then just try an image, just see what happens? All right, that's more circly now. Cool. That's so funny. Ah, interesting. Huh. Whenever whenever Stefan comments on something, I realize that I need to take like a physics course. I mean, I've taken physics, but it's been a long time. Okay, that's looking better. I'm just gonna put it back into standard imaging mode, and I just want to see what it looks like. I'm a curious boy now. Whoops, wrong button. Ah! Let's try not to blow up the photo multiplier. All right, let's go aperture 2. Okay. Let's try this out. See what we can do. Oh my goodness. What the hell just happened there? Oh, this freaking thing. This is an intermittent issue. I think this happened during my last stream. We'll investigate it since we got some experts on the line right now. But it seems to be instability, and it seems to be, well, that looks different than it did before. I was going to say it's usually only in the X direction, but now it seems like it's in the Y direction. And I'll have this happen intermittently, and it will only fix if I desaturate, turn the voltage off, and turn it back on. So I think I posted about this in the chat a while ago. My emission current is roughly 80 microamps. But yeah, I posted about this in the Discord a while ago, and I think that some of the theories were that I maybe have a bad DAC somewhere on one of the ScanGen boards, because this is really intermittent. And literally, if I just desaturate really quick, which I will do, and then turn off the voltage and turn it back on, it'll be fixed. But it's a weird issue, and I would like to fix that at some point, because I mean, it might run for 5 hours with the beam on before that starts happening, but it does tend to pop up. Yeah, 80. I think I said 80 microamps, but maybe maybe it cut me out. Maybe the noise filter. I gotta not mutter with that filter on. Okay, I'm gonna resaturate the beam. One moment. I will have to leave in roughly 15 minutes. Okay. Just check my EMP, make sure we're saturated. Make sure our beam still looks good. I think so. It's kind of hard to say. It looks a little different now. That could just be because of the aperture, though. Whoopsie daisy. All right. Let's just see what kind of an image we can get. All right, our stigmatism is definitely way off. Let's try one of these edges here. Yeah, I don't know. I can get up to like 5K reliably now. I'm gonna need to take some time to dial this in. Let me double check the tilt here. Yeah, that was off. Okay. So let me resaturate now. Oh yeah, check focus wobble. Gun shift before stig. Good, good, good. Enter the emission pattern with the gun shift. Wiggle the BNC connector from the FIS. What is the FIS? I'm so sorry. I don't know what that means. Frame integration system. I see. I will do that. Not right now. Because I don't have time to open her up today. Okay. Do EMP, shift, then tilt on the image, then objective. Okay. 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 Let's do it. Let me resaturate really quick. I think that's it. We're at 80 again. All right. Let's go back to EMP mode. Slow scan. Okay, hey, that looks better than it did ever before. Am I right about that? All right, now let's try to shift it over. Too far, other direction. Might be a little trial and error here because I can't really see where we're at till the next scan passes. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Hey, have a good New Year, Stefan. Thanks for popping in. I really should take a look at the MagAmp module. You know, it could be mag, because I've actually noticed that issue starting when I switch magnifications sometimes. All right, let me shift this baby into the center. Oh, that's looking pretty centered. I mean, I think a couple more twists here and we'll be golden. Wow. That's centered. Okay. So we have centered on the EMP, then we do tilt on the image. Okay, so uncheck, go back to image mode, and then we go back to line mode. Hello? Fast line. Line. Thank you. Okay. Then we will tilt. Okay. Okay. We're tilted up. Go back to the picture. And then we're going to... aperture's on 2 right now, which is what the console was telling me to use. That's odd. This is a new issue. I've not noticed this until today, but it appears that the left of our image has wrapped around to the right. So that's... We're going to ignore that right now. We're going to pretend we didn't even notice that today. That's about how I'm feeling right now. Okay, for some reason focusing is way worse now. Let's try wobbling. I don't know, that wobble looks pretty good. Could be tripping. Let me find a better area to wobble. Really zoom in here so we can see if there's any shenanigans occurring. I'm gonna find a feature of some type. All right, that's good enough. I don't know, man. There's like... I think the aperture's centered. Let me try, maybe I'm at a really low probe current. What is my probe current? It's at 8. Oh, that's probably why we're so blurry. Try 11. I'm gonna kick the aperture down to 3, 2. Oh, unless I should leave it at 2. The filament current doesn't seem to have anything to do with it. Like, I can be chilling with the filament current at a steady current, and like it'll just start randomly. I can be running like a 4K scan on the digitizer, and it'll start halfway through the scan. Okay, wobble was off a bit. All right, I need to... Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rotate the scan a little bit so I can see it wobbling a little better. Try to get it as focused as possible. All right. Wobbler. Okay, yeah, I see that. I see what we're talking about now. Well, okay, so there's a problem here. I think I need to shift this farther than it will go on the x-axis. Because if I twist it, I'm turning it up right now, and you'll see it'll go out way more, right? That's really out. So I'll turn it, and I'll turn it, and I can't turn it any farther. So does that mean that my aperture now needs manually aligned? Do I need to twist these, aren't there some screws in there for that? I don't remember. Regardless, it's, this wobble is, I think, better than it was. It's interesting, I don't know. Should I clear my lenses again? Let's turn off the wobble for a sec. I haven't adjusted Stig yet either. Let me try to fix that. Find a good place to calibrate that here. Oh, loosen the set screw. Okay. Turning the filament current down doesn't actually stop it. To stop it, I have to turn HV off and turn it back on completely. So the set screw, you'd be talking about which one? This one? Try to get in here. This one or this one? I'm assuming this one for this knob, but... So I would loosen that, really? Or is it this one? Or is this like X and this Y? Clear. Okay, I'll clear the lenses. We'll clear the lenses while I await the set screw instructions. All right, lenses have been cleared, which seems to have helped slightly. Why the glare is so bad? We're getting curtains soon. Outer one. Okay. Yeah, let me see what kind of Allen key that takes. So before I loosen this, I just want to make sure I have a game plan. I loosen it, and then I should be able to turn it past that range. Is that what I'm hearing, basically? And the weird part is, before we did the condenser lens alignment, I didn't, like, the aperture seems to be pretty centered. Yeah, it is really tiny. So just to confirm, we're talking about the screw which I have stuck this wrench into right here. I haven't twisted anything yet. Awaiting further instruction here. Oh shit. That's funny. Sorry, I was lost in my own little world over here. The screw I was talking about is the one that has the Allen wrench sticking out of it. And I'm assuming Adam said yes to loosen and twist. Okay, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. I'm gonna. So I guess I would want to start wobbling. Maybe I should get my second camera over here. I need a longer cable for this thing. In fact, nah, I don't feel like switching it out right now. Just switch you guys back and forth. I will look around to make sure there are not two set screws. Let me go check the back. Yep, there are. Good call. Okay, so loosen both of them. And I'm assuming loosen them just very slightly. Once you loosen the screw part, the Allen cam will twist. Okay, I see. Okay. I see what's going on. All right, I'm going to start wobbling so I can pay attention to the shift here. Make sure we're aligned on our other axis. It's pretty good. Okay. All right. I'm going to start loosening some screws. Wow, that is tight. Okay, I got it. That's loose. Let me get the other one loose. Other one is very hard to find from this angle. There it is. Okay, I'm guessing this will rotate now. Yes. And I'm guessing I want to over-rotate this a little bit so that I can reliably hit the middle of the range, right? Not just rotate it enough to get it aligned since we're already at our max value. Okay, I think that's pretty good. We've gone about a quarter turn almost, so I don't know if that's too far or not, but let me move this inner screw now. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, let me tighten these up. I'm gonna have to go to the back to tighten the other one. All right, we're tightened up, and I think the wobble's looking a lot better. I'll show you guys. Yeah, I never actually hit the end of the range, so I didn't end up seeing how far it would turn, but I think this is looking better now. Let me, I haven't really dialed it in yet, so let me knock it out. Okay, so that's, yeah, I can knock it out in either direction now. That's great. Which means the good range is right about here. I want to say, let me mess with the other knob a little bit. That was probably already centered. Whoa, my goodness gracious. There's that, whatever it is again. Gonna have to resaturate. Oh no. I should have zoomed out. I'm so sorry. I saw those comments just way too late. That's funny. All right. I'll try to resaturate here. Sorry about that. Disappointing the audience. Oh, I was like, why is my line moving? I forgot my wobbler was still on. That'll do it. All right. I think we're saturated. Let me check various things really quick. Maybe not. Let me bump it a little more. What the Okay, that doesn't look great. Let me put this back in regular imaging mode. I wonder if that just started happening again. Yeah, it did. Oh, that's great. Okay. Well, here, now we can zoom out for you guys. It does scale with zoom, right? So like you see it's just kind of quivering, but the farther I zoom in, the more that edge gets incredibly distorted. So yeah, that's fun. Yeah, if I zoom to like 3000x, it's like, it gets real bad. So it definitely scales with zoom, for what it's worth. Change spot size. Is that the bias setting? It's spot size bias. I think that's what it is. I'm gonna go to, we're at 3 now. I'm just gonna change it to 2 and see what happens. Okay, we have a lot more emission now, but still happening. I'm gonna go back to 3. Oh, condenser. Oh, dude, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, the probe current. I got you now. The probe, changing the probe current doesn't do anything. If I go down to, this is 1, you know, up to 11 before it starts to get too noisy. Same thing all the way throughout the range. CL course is spot size. Yeah, okay, that's this. Yeah, doesn't seem to make a difference with the distortion. So, I mean, at least we're learning about whatever the fuck this is. Desaturate, will do. If I desaturate a little bit, whoa, I must have been slightly oversaturated or something. Like, if I desaturate and then resaturate, still happening. But if I turn off HV and turn that back on, it'll be fine. It'll work just fine. Which I guess I'm gonna have to do really quick. I gotta leave really soon, so let's try one more time. And whatever we don't figure out this time, we'll resume in the next stream. Leave HV on. Okay, HV is left on. Filament is completely desaturated. If I resaturate with HV on, and I'm just going to do it in imaging mode, just to give an example. But we're resaturating now, and you can see it has not changed the behavior at all. So something is up for sure with that. Yeah, that's what I think too. Big moment. Any other diagnostics you want to? Oh, gun shift. That's an interesting idea. All right, let me resaturate so I can see what's happening. All right, let's mess with shift. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be changing anything. Except the brightness. Let me see. I think, okay, there's one thing to notice that I forgot about, and that's that sometimes it seems that tweaking stigmatism causes this issue to start. Not all the time. Sometimes it just starts on its own. But I think Stig could have something to do with it. Like, but I'll adjust Stig real quick. Like if I knock Stig way out to like negative 400, does it seem like it's occurring faster? I don't know. Let me watch this. I don't know. I don't really know that Stig is changing it all that much. Weird. Change KV to 9. Can I? Okay, I have a question. Can I change it while the filament is on and saturated? Because the guy I bought this from told me to never do that. So I'm wondering if I am allowed to change the high voltage while the tank is still on and energized. That is a big question I've had. Because it seems like the scope should interlock that if you're really not supposed to do it. But I don't know. You have, all right, we're going to go for it. The Atom certified method. We're going to go to 9 right now. It's still happening at 9, which is very interesting. Because I know if I turn the HV tank off and turn it back on, it will stop. Because that's what happens every time. So I almost wonder if I could just, yeah, I don't know. 3? As in 3 kV? All right, sure. I hope you meant 3 kV because that's where we just went. Hey, that fixed it. Wait a second. Okay, I'm having flashbacks to looking at the HV board schematic and remembering that there are different rails it uses. Do you think that there's like a resistance a resistor or a capacitor or something on the actual HV rail for those higher voltages that's busted? That could make sense to me, especially since I have to turn the HV tank off and back on in order to get it like to stop. So I'm wondering if there's I wonder if something in there's like arcing when it gets too hot and just bridging until it cools back down. I don't know. I'm kind of just talking out of my ass here, but just an idea. That's really interesting that switching to 3K changed it. I am wondering. I feel like the issue's got to be on the HV tank. Go up 1 kV at a time. That's a good idea. All right, let's go back up. I'm going to go to, oh, we got a bunch of ranges. I'm going to skip to 4 since this is all incremental till 4. Okay, not happening at 4. Go back to 5. It's happening at 5. Oh, okay. We're really figuring this shit out. Okay, 4.9. No. Back to 5. Yes. Okay, so there's got to be, I think I literally have the schematic right here. Oh, this is the service manual schematic. Yeah, there's a test point. Oh, interesting. Yeah, and monochroma, I think that is what's happening. I think it's a component that just gets hot and needs to cool back down. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so I need to be looking on the Stigmator board for something that switches over at 5 kV. That is so helpful. That really narrows that down a lot. See, I don't think I ever would have discovered this because I was told never to change the current while the gun was on, or the voltage, so I just never even thought about it. But that's such a genius idea. I love you guys. You're great. Okay, well, really, honestly, I don't have a lot of time, so I think we're going to have to call it here for today. But we got a lot done. I think our emission pattern actually did look better. I want to say, oh, SEM 1. Let's try it. I think our emission pattern did look better. SEM 1 seems to not change anything. Go back to SEM. So next time I stream, I think next time I stream, we will start by just cleaning the anode right off the bat, because that needs cleaned. And then once we clean the anode, we'll put it all back together again, and we'll get a good beam, finally, hopefully. And then I'm going to start looking through schematics, figure out what the hell is going on with all this. If any of you guys have any ideas, let me know in Discord, but I'm gonna start pouring through it tonight when I have some time and looking at the HV schematics and the Stigmator boards. And I actually have a spare set of boards for this machine. So I think as long as the optical lens boards are the ones you don't want to replace, I think. So I have not cleaned the card rack, and the reason being, and if you have a solution for this, I would love it. They are fucking impossible to remove from this machine. I had to replace the Scan Gen 2 board because there was a relay on it that wasn't letting my external system pull that voltage load to take over. And so I got one board out, and I pulled a few out to test probe points, but every board I've tried to pull from this machine, I have snapped the plastic pegs right off, and I've had to like thread wire through those holes to pull on that because those gold fingers just whoosh. Okay, Deoxit D5, each side of the card, it will come out easy. You are a G. I will buy some Deoxit D5 along with a fan after this stream. But yeah, so I could just straight up replace the boards that the, oh shit, didn't mean to bump my mic. I could just straight up replace those boards that the astigmators are on, because I have spares for everything in the machine, which could be helpful. But anyways, so next time, plan is to clean the anode. Maybe I'll figure out what's going on with this before next time, but I might just make this issue its own stream, since it is kind of intermittent. And then we will get her all cleaned up, and we'll get it figured out. I want to get end of January. I want to be taking good pictures with this thing. I think that's an achievable goal. So, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I need to look through the service manual again. I have one page from it here for the HT tank, but yes, I already did that actually. It's a good call, but I have the spare in my cabinet that says bad relay won't pull to external sync. It's funny because when I first opened this machine, I thought that there was like a bunch of patchwork repairs done, and then I realized all my spare boards have the same exact patchwork repairs done to them, so I think they came like that from the factory. Anyways, I'm ranting at this point. I need to get going. Thank you guys so much. Such a helpful stream. Such great audience participation. You guys save me hours every time I do a live, maybe days even, every time I do a live stream. So can't thank you guys enough. Always appreciate it. Always a pleasure getting to talk to you all you guys. And maybe we should do a meetup someday. I think that'd be fun. That's my last thought. I hope you guys have a great new year, and I will see you next year. Hey, I had to pull that joke at least once. All right. Peace, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a great day.